I believe what Coach Shiano should be thinking about, I know you can't tamper or anything like that, but what he should be thinking about is as soon as there's an opportunity, go find out if Cade McNamara would like to play for Rutgers. He has 2 years of eligibility remaining after this year. He's not going to be, I doubt he's going to be with Michigan next year. It is so clear to everybody that J.J. McCarthy's taken over that team because he's the type of quarterback that can now elevate Michigan from a Final Four team to a national championship team. That's how good McCarthy is as a quarterback. McNamara's a nice quarterback. I mean, heck, he won the Big Ten championship and took Michigan to a playoffs. That's how he's a good quarterback. But he's not a special quarterback. But he's a very good quarterback, very good FBS quarterback. Rutgers still is about, we're at the bottom 10% of FBS in quarterback play. And that's not exact. There's no exaggeration there. That's as bad as you can get. They have got to do something because there is no way Gavin Wimsatt is going to turn things around by next year. He needs a lot of time. And I think it was good that they got him in early. The earlier, the better. He didn't burn his red shirt, nothing like that, which was great. But this kid needs time. He is nowhere near ready. Kind of felt that way going into the regular season. And there is nothing that has happened so far in the first few games that leads me to believe that Gavin Wimsatt, even by the end of this season, is going to give me hope that he will be the starter clear when Vedril's gone, that he is going to be the starter, and there's no doubt about it next year. I'm sorry, there's nothing in what I've seen from him right now that leads me to believe that's going to happen. I don't see any positive glimpses in his passing. None. Zero. So here you've got a quarterback that will probably leave. And you're going to say, well, why would he go to Rutgers? Okay. So hear me out. Next year, there's still going to be the divisions. So you're going to have this, and I don't know, obviously he would look at the schedule and know what teams he'll play in the other division as well. But in this division, now, Penn State's, they might have a quarterback opening, but they've got a young quarterback they like. So they're in a much better situation than we are as far as who their 2023 starting quarterback's going to be, as far as their young guy. But that doesn't mean that won't be a good spot as well. But this is the best spot because it's the clear opening. See, he might not want to go to a team like Penn State because he'll go, well, yeah, but they got another young guy there. But he knows if he picks Rutgers, he's the man. Nobody's winning. Nobody's beating him out. And I say, well, why would he go to Rutgers? Because he'll get to play Michigan. And I think there's nothing Cade McNamara would like better than if this happens, and if he leaves Michigan and McCarthy wins the job and they have a great year this year and he stays healthy and he's the guy next year, I just really feel McNamara is going to want to go somewhere else, and he deserves to go somewhere else. He'll have 2 years left, like I said. This would be a great landing spot because you have a young, up-and-coming program that's building. You've got a proven head coach, okay? And you've got good young players that are all developing this season that they're going to be even better next season. Now they just find themselves that leader, that quarterback leader, because that is the major missing ingredient from Rutgers right now. This is without a doubt a guaranteed bowl team if they had themselves an average FBS quarterback. Average. They'd be a guaranteed bowl bid. Average. Okay? So if they can get Cade McNamara, forget it. I mean, I think if they had Cade McNamara, I think with the schedule they have, I think they have 8 wins minimum this year. That's how much more he'd elevate this team, because I know now from what I've seen, I know what this Rutgers defense can do. They just have such poor quarterback play that even if they don't, again, like I said at the start of what I said, they're not going to probably get McNamara because he'll go somewhere else. And when was the last time? I mean, it's funny because 2 times Rutgers has landed these 4-star recruits, and we've all gotten excited about them. And to this point, on the second go around, it's like, how come we land with all these 4-star guys that just don't seem like they're even ready? Why are you call? It's like when I see these guys, who made them a 4-star? I don't see a 4-star at all in Gavin Wimsatt. So I don't know where that came from. It's same thing with I can't even remember his name now. He was so bad. So, but besides that, transfer wise, why can't we get a guy like that? Why? And I say that because I look at these other quarterbacks that have traveled from East to West Coast. They've gone from FBS to Group 5. I mean, Power 5 to Group of 5. I mean, there are really good FCS guys that are better than what we have. And there are guys that have transferred to spots in in an FBS program, on a Power 5 program, and they wind up sitting on the bench. I mean, Michigan has a quarterback that should be starting in the FBS right now, in Alan Bowman. He was a quarterback for Texas Tech a few years ago and played pretty well. And he's their third string. So you can find these guys. I don't now. Maybe it's because of the whole. Well, we got to find the right guy, but that can't be it with McNamara. McNamara is one of the few team captain quarterbacks that they've had there at Michigan. They love the kid. That's why it was so hard for them to move on with JJ McCarthy. So that's not going to be it. But I understand that because there are a lot of me guys out there, a quarterback that I'm sure Greg Schiano doesn't want. That's not going to help because he says it. Oh, the locker room, best locker room I've had. It's great to share with each other and all that. That's nice. But we have to have talent too. And for next season, 2023, it cannot be Gavin Wimsatt. It just cannot. For this program to take that next step, they've got to find a quarterback. Have to. Okay, how they do it. But I'm telling you right now, the second that Cade McNamara decides that he wants to potentially look elsewhere and the season's over, and you have the opportunity to find out, you better make that phone call. And he may say no, but make that phone call. I guarantee you, he'll want to come back and beat Michigan. And he'll know, look at that schedule, and he'll know there's only a few teams that he'll be able to go to that can accomplish that, and this will be one of them. But if you don't go to Cade McNamara, just get somebody. Because this is, I can't believe I'm jonesing for Noah Vedral. I never thought I'd see the day. Because remember last year, what I say, I just want to see these guys. That's it. I'm sure they know what they're doing, but these guys aren't ready. If they can't play over Vedral, that must tell you something. But I just like to see for myself. Maybe they're just not good at practice. Let's see what they do when the lights are on. And I've seen enough.